Alright guys, welcome to the channel, it's Erad. And so today we're gonna be flying this vulture right here that you are seeing off... where am I? This is the Port Wrestler, of course, just above Microtech. And so yesterday, Jumptown, this was recorded yesterday. Yesterday, Jumptown was located here on Calliope, just around Microtech. And I did this about 1 hour before the start of the next Jumptown, which then is taking place right now as I'm making this video, on Yela. And so one of the things that I've always been wondering about Jumptown is it going to be profitable to go there with a vulture? Because right now, salvaging, you know, they removed all of those big wrecks at the Lagrange points that we used to have in 3.18 and 3.18 PTU, right? All of that is gone. If you want to be doing a lot of salvaging, and you know that's going to be there, you're going to have to go to Jumptown location, in my opinion. So here, Calliope, it's pitch 15.5 and yaw minus 28. That is the location where you'll be able to find the Raven Roosters, which is here at night. We're very lucky to be at night for once, because at night it's a bit easier to see thanks to the lights. So the lights can actually guide you, and that's where you can tell where as you get closer, that's how you can tell where the drug lab is located. And so the problem with the salvage missions is that, well, you got to pay up front, right? Maybe you're starting the game, maybe you spend a lot of money, maybe you don't have 20 or 30,000 or 50,000 of UEC to get a safe salvage mission, right? Or 10 or 30,000 of UEC to get an illegal one. Maybe you don't have that money. And if you don't have that money, well, you just go to Jumptown and it's for free. And here, so we're going to check out if it's worth it or not. As we're getting closer here, looks like there is already a wreck. We got some lights already. Very interesting to see that there is a light. And this is the wreck of a Corsair, obviously. So we're going to try to salvage it already. And, well, one of the things that I noticed is that there seemed to be a little bit of lag. So a couple of problems. Number one is sometimes the lag, right? Looks like you're salvaging, but your ship is not salvaging anything, and that's already quite annoying. The next thing that I noticed is that it doesn't seem like all the ships have been polished or optimized the same way for salvaging. I noticed that there are some ships that take a really long time. Look at the extraction rate here, 0.0040, 0.0025. That is actually quite slow, and that's why after all this time already, I am still at 0.12 SCU of RMC, because it just doesn't come in that quickly. And it's obviously, I'm not going to show you how I'm going to salvage the entire wreck here of this Corsair. It's just going to take too long, and eventually I'm just going to give up and I'll salvage something else, or at least I'm going to explore the area to see if there is anything better to salvage. Spoiler, there will be something much better to salvage. So that's what I'm saying here. When you are going to Jumptown, make sure to select a ship that has been properly optimized by CIG for salvaging, because otherwise you're gonna get the old-fashioned experience that we had back in 3.18 PTU, where you have some of those wrecks that just take forever to fill your cargo hold. So very annoying out there, and I'm just going to move forward to another wreck out there. Even the wing here, I thought, oh, I'm gonna take this little part here, and even salvaging this part. Sometimes it looks like you have some salvage. There you go, and there you have 0 SCU extraction rate per second. So that's also something that, in my opinion, needs to be fixed. But that's why we're also making this video. It's to show CIG how it is in reality, so that maybe they can fix that in the future. I'll make sure to put a link in the issue council, right? So next we're going to go somewhere else. I think I barely filled 0.5 SCU of cargo, so that's really ridiculous. But it looks like we're gonna have a much bigger wreck as we are approaching Jumptown. Look at that. It's definitely a C2, or at least a Hercules hull, because of course somebody brought a C2 Hercules to Jumptown, or an A2 or whatever it is. But look at this massive wreck here, and that is the one that you want. And as we are getting a little closer here, of course it's at night, so not really easy to see. Even if I turn on the light, the weather here does not make visibility that great. But you are going to see that, yeah, it's going to be much faster with the City Hercules, because the City Hercules has been optimized by CIG. And so when you are salvaging a City Hercules, then you are going to see that the cargo hold is going to be filling much faster than with any other ship. Now, for the beautiful aspect of this video, I have the exterior view, but we're going to go inside as well. And there it goes. Now, I am 0.1, 0.01, 0.08. We are going already 2 times faster than with the Corsair. I'm gonna make sure that I am properly aligned. Look at this. Oh my gosh, 0.015. Yeah, much faster than with the Corsair. So that's what I'm talking about here. When you are salvaging, if you have the choice, please make sure that you are using here the City Hercules, right? Hey, Undead Freddy, how are you going, man? Why wouldn't the lights be on the arms? That is a very good question. I believe that they are on the arms. As you can see, there are 2 lights, but they are not at the tip of the arms, right? But they are. The lights are on the arms, Freddy. It's just that it's the atmosphere here. It's on Calliope. Calliope is a very dark place, thick atmosphere. It's got lots of snow and storms. So at night, it's just really tough. It's just really tough. But at the same time, it's great because it's not an attractive location. So because it's not an attractive location, then no one's here. And I am able to peacefully salvage all of those wrecks that everybody left out there to rot and no one's using them. And that's awesome, because then no one's disturbing me. There are no pirates. Of course, I would be at the mercy of pirates here. Check out the common ray. The common ray is still off. So any pirate here who comes and say, "Oh, I'm going to gank on some salvagers who are trying to salvage the wrecks at Jumptown," well, they will be freely able to do that, actually. But it seems like I was alone there, and it really feels really interesting to come here and see the aftermath of the battle as well. And that's something that we're going to do a little bit later. When I fill the cargo hold, I'm going to leave the ship. I'm going to go on walk. We're going to go inside the station as well, and that's going to be quite fun to see what kind of wrecks we're going to be able to see. It was just mayhem out there. All right, so first thing first, 2 SCUs are done. So we're going to put those boxes in the cargo grid, or on the cargo grid. And I noticed, now this was a bug, probably because of the server here. The server was in really bad shape. And I noticed that the cargo grid was not working. So the boxes were just there, and they were just hanging there, and they were not attached. And that was really annoying. And when this happens, I'm always afraid that they're gonna bang against one another in the cargo hold, and maybe it's going to be damaging the ship, or the hull integrity. See, look, it is just very junky here, as you can see, and it's just not something that reassured me, right? I was complaining in the chat. It's great, the cargo boxes don't stick to my grid, and I was asking if there's any fix for that. Unfortunately, according to the kind people who did answer in the chat, it seemed like there was no fix. But if you guys know a fix for that, well, please let me know in the comment section down below as well. I would love to know. I think that, in my opinion, I'm afraid that the only fix here is to perhaps log out of bed and log into another server. But again, if you do that, well, maybe you're not gonna see maybe you're not gonna see those juicy wrecks again, right? So here we go again. And I'm not going to show you the entire salvage process, right? Because that would be quite tedious. Obviously, we don't want to do that. So instead, I'm just going to straight forward a little bit here. Now we're going to continue salvaging that juicy. So that juicy C2 Hercules. Now, one thing also that why you've got to go for the C2 Hercules if you see one, in addition to the much faster extraction rate, there's just more SCU to salvage, and you can salvage an entire cargo hold in a vulture with just one City Hercules. So that's why you gotta go for this one. It's basically your money. You're printing your money with that City Hercules. And if you are skilled enough that you don't need to go to any of the other wrecks that you will be finding here, it's just bonus, right? You want to have a little bit fun, you want to salvage that constellation, you want to salvage, hell, even I even saw a Banu Defender over there. Well, good luck, right? But you should go for the City Hercules. Anyway, we're gonna go outside since I'm the only person here. Everybody's gone. Everybody's gone to the other Jumptown on Yela. So we're gonna see a little bit what's there. There is a Hornet. There you go. There's that Banu Defender right there. There's a constellation, a blue constellation. All these wrecks, and that is all thanks to persistent entity streaming, right? It's just insane. They're all sitting there. They're all sitting there. This is basically money that's just there for any guy with a vulture, and no one's using that. That's crazy. And we got a lot of corpses as well. And did you guys see that? A box, a maze, a box of maze. And yes, I can take it. So I'm definitely going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up and we'll put it here in the cargo hold. They even you can even get some of the leftovers, right? And when I did that, I really felt like a true scavenger. That's basically what it is. You're doing scavenging gameplay when you're doing this. Now, inside the Jumptown facility here, which is Raymond Roost again, then you got some boxes here. So I'll try to equip the grenades here, but I can't equip the grenades on the noob suit. So I'll just put everything in the local inventory. Don't forget, that was the only loot box, unfortunately. There were no other one. I wish that Cloud Imperial Games could bring in more loot boxes on Jumptown. It would make the place even more interesting. But anyway, I was looking for more, but I just could not find any other good places to loot or good things to loot. But I did find something else. Another box of maize. It's just still sitting there. There we go. I mean, mind you that Jumptown here is over, but I'm still taking, and the reason why I'm taking those boxes of maize is because, and that's something that we're gonna do once this live stream is over, I want to see if it is possible to bring boxes of maize from the old Jumptown event to the next one. And that's something that we're gonna do on stream after I finish making this video. I'll hop into a server and we'll see if that's something that we can do. We'll put the replay on the reaction channel, Erad reacts and plays, and we'll see if it works or not. So we'll keep on salvaging it. Unfortunately, eventually, what was bound to happen happened. A 30k, of course. But this was the moment of truth. Is the 30k recovery working? Looks like my vulture is here. Are the boxes gonna be there? And yes, the RMC remained. The RMC has been recovered with 30k recovery, and I was able to get my boxes back and sell the cargo for 69,000 Alpha UC. And not just that, I'm actually hiding it here, but the maze is also out there in the ship as well, and that is something that we're gonna be trying out later, I guess. So yeah, salvaging Jumptown, really interesting. I really believe that this is what the devs had in mind when they created the salvage mechanics. All those wrecks remaining where there's just mayhem, right? And once the fighting is over, once the place clears out, it becomes more peaceful. Then you got the people who salvage, who come out there and they pick up the debris, they pick up the rest. That's what I did. I made money with that. Perhaps actually I made more money than I would have made at Jumptown, because I always die at Jumptown when I go there alone, right? When you go to Jumptown, you usually die. So I actually made money off Jumptown with salvage and not with a base. And I still have base boxes on top of that, which hopefully will be able to be sold later. So there we have it, guys. Salvaging Jumptown. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know with a little like here, which really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos about Star Citizen. I've been Erad. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.